Good morning, everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. I am really hoping that this live goes successful for all of you and that you'll be able to see comments and I'll be able to see comments. I have been trying for the last hour to go live. So all kinds of technical issues this morning. It just, for some reason, Facebook would not load on my phone. It just wouldn't allow me to pull it up. Miss Kali. So I promised you guys on Thursday that we would try to go around and see the rest of the cats we didn't get to see on Thursday. And it took me over an hour to get this thing to even pull up. And then when it did, and it finally wanted to let me do a live, my stabilizer doesn't work. I had to go get Carol's. And what I find strange is mine was like hanging off my desk on the floor this morning, and that's definitely not how I left it. So I don't know what happened over the weekend, but I currently don't have a stabilizer. So what the heck? I tried to plug it in and it doesn't look like it wants to charge. I don't know what's going on, but I'm like, it's Sunday, not Monday. We're not supposed to have these technical issues. So anyway, again, this is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue here in Tampa, Florida. I did a very long live trying to show you all the cats on this past Thursday, but I ran out of time, and by that I mean all the cats that we didn't get to see were already like deep in hibernation for the day. So I'm gonna try to see if Priya is still out. With the time change, they all are gonna head to bed earlier by an hour now, so I just cannot believe it took me so long to get this to pull up to do a live. That was crazy to me. There she is. All right, I'm gonna kind of turn around up here and then we'll hop off the cart. So it looks like all the feeding was done. All right, so we're gonna get a Priya today. So we're not doing a virtual guided tour today. I did not have a guide and don't like to put that amount of pressure on the keepers, especially on a time change day. It's hard enough for people to get out of bed an hour earlier on a Sunday. Let me get this gate closed real quick. There we go. All right. And a princess, a very sleepy princess. Hi, Priya. Hi, babe. Oh, very sleepy. You can stay right there. I didn't bring you anything. Oh. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's a very sleepy Priya. Well, now that I'm in one place, good morning, Ash. Good morning, Mary. Oh, there's a feeding cart. That might be somebody she should chase. Looks like she was swimming this morning too. You can always tell by their fur. So she's going out of her roof section to follow keepers that are wrapping up feeding. Hi, Cassie. Good morning. Ha, you spoke way too soon, Deb. You know this girl's always going to ask for more breakfast. I feel like that might be the last route coming back, so that was her last chance. Good morning, Shannon. Hi, Anne-Marie. Ellen, she always moos. I don't know if you guys could really hear it while she was actually laying there looking like she might doze off. She was still like mooing under her breath. Oh, she's gonna go get a drink of water. She has another feeding lockout down there. Our feeding lockouts are those extended boxes off the sides of the enclosures. And they have like a guillotine door that we can close. So if we ever needed to trap her in there, she's actually prone to having a lot of eye issues. She's got like a third eyelid that gets stuck, and she gets real teary-eyed issues from time to time, and we've had to actually do eye drops for her. Whoa, whoa, whoa. She was a very good girl for that. I know. So we're able to walk them into a feeding lockout like that, have little treats that we can give them, and when she looks up at the treat, you drop the drops in her eyes. Good morning, Nora. Well, I told you guys I would be live today, just not a virtual tour. We'll jump back into that next week with Catherine doing a feeding tour. Just had to take one last little lap. Drive by a food prep just in case. She's probably gonna go right back to her snooze spot. So there was only like a handful of cats we were not able to see Thursday, which was my goal. So we've got Moses and Bailey, which I may have missed them again. That was the whole intention, was for me to get out here before feeding, and it took over an hour for Facebook to like actually load and let me do a live. I don't know what's going on with that. So the only other cats that we didn't see, so who's on my agenda today, was Moses and Bailey, Simba, Savannah, Breezy, Bobcat, and then Des, Alethia, Diablo, and Kimba. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty positive we saw every other cat on property on my live this past Thursday. You were such a good girl, you cleaned your plate. It was already a clean plate. Just like, just in case. Oh, thank you so much, Sharon, for the donation. I know, how dare us, lady. We should have magical plates. Magical plates. Where the food just reappears. Whatever you think of just shows up. That'd be nice in any aspect in life. Whoa. Yes, technically you're right. Loki was also not shown last week, but I can't really go in with him, so you guys can watch him on his camera. I'm sure you've noticed that over time I don't usually hang out as much with the cats that are on the 24/7 Explore cameras and Nest cameras, because I mean, you can literally go see them anytime. Thank you, Shauna, for the donation. She's gonna do another lap. All right, lady, we got other cats to see. It's like, I'm just trying to help you get your steps in. Well, I already got my steps in this morning. Now I just want to show the cats. There's a Miss Duchess. We saw you last week, baby. Yes, we did. She's another one on an Explore camera all the time. All right. So unfortunately, I hope we didn't already miss them, but... Oh, thank you, Donna and Shauna, very much for your donations. Wow. Getting it done on a Sunday morning for the cats. Yeah, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays were such big days for us to earn money for the cats, because we would do our guided educational tours. We used to do a 10 a.m. tour, a noon kids tour, a 3 o'clock guided educational tour, and then we would do private tours in between, and we always had our specialty tours, so our feeding tour and our keeper tour. So you can imagine, I think it was about $37.50 for just the regular tours, and then the prices increased and varied from there. So you can only imagine how much revenue we are actually losing for these cats because we can't be open to the public. As long as COVID is a threat to our people and our cats, since we know full well the cats can actually catch this virus, we just haven't been in a hurry. Are you in there, Mo? Oh, yeah, I don't think he's in there yet, so maybe we'll spot him. Sorry, I will be just searching for cats for a minute, so I'm not probably gonna see any of your comments. Where are those bobcats? They blend in so well in this enclosure. Momo! At least you're gonna see kind of their full enclosure because I'm gonna have to walk the whole thing. See if there's a bobcat tail moving somewhere. Nope. Okay. The funny part is he probably really could be in this little den, but they hide so well that he could be tucked back into one of those corners and I can't see him. Unless they went to the other side to play. So we'll see. He can also just be laying in one of these grasses. And that's also almost impossible to see them. So they can actually cross over this way. I don't know. Oh, there we go. There's a bobcat. My guess is it's a Miss Bailey. Hi, Miss Bailey. You guys see her right there? Thank you very much, Tanya, for the donation. There's a Bailey. Oh, Bailey Bob. See if I can walk around so you can see her face. So my guess is Moses is probably in that underground little den. That is definitely his favorite spot. Miss Bailey. Oh, darling, thanks for hanging out. Thank you, Sheila, very much for your donation. Isn't that absolutely amazing? It makes you wonder how many times you've maybe been out in the wild, you know, just taking a walk down a trail and without even realizing it, there was a bobcat in a tree or on a rocky hillside that you didn't even notice. This is Miss Bailey. Well, thank you very much, Wolfgang, for the lovely comment there. Thank you, Joanne, for the donation. A little zen moment with Bailey. This is a weird morning. This is a weird morning, lady. When you're first a brand new keeper and you're learning, you know, these cats and how to identify them, when cats live with another cat, you have to absolutely be 1,000,000% sure who is who before you can truly be their caregiver, because, you know, they have different types of diets sometimes. For instance, Bailey can still eat bone, whereas Moses is missing a lot of teeth and he requires a diet cut up where each piece is about the size of a nickel. So you have to make sure you're giving them each the correct food. If they ever were on medicine, you would absolutely have to know who was who before you could medicate them, things like that. So when you're coming up through the training program, you know, you have to learn all the distinctive qualities from each cat. And for me, it was always that Bailey had the cute little pink nose and the fierce attitude. Whereas Moses, he's larger, he's a darker color, and he's got a much darker nose. It becomes super easy, like once you've, you know, trained just a couple of times, like, you know, as a keeper that sees them at least once a week, if not more, it gets pretty easy. But she just looks so cozy, and I know if I stand here too long talking, she'll get up and leave. So I'm gonna head back this way, and we're gonna give her the rest of her privacy because soon her keepers and cleaners are gonna be coming around. So let me go back over to the gate. Yeah, I apologize, guys. Like, for some reason, it took me over an hour to even get Facebook pulled up in order to do this live because I fully intended on trying to get out here before or during feeding. By the time it pulled up, I realized that also for some reason my stabilizer, it didn't charge over the weekend or something, and it was on the floor this morning, and I'm like, what the heck? So unfortunately, I had a world of problems getting this live going this morning. But if it freezes or it does anything crazy, just leave and come right back because there's definitely something funky happening. So let's go try to see Simba Savannah. He was another one that we missed out on last Thursday. He's got a new spot, and I've got to figure out where it is. Yep, Facebook and Instagram are my domain. I don't do a whole lot with the YouTubes. The main channel is all Afton. Oh, he is back in his spot. Okay, good. Yay. I suppose I could do that if I ever can't get Facebook, which is the one I'm 90% live on. I can go back to doing them on Instagram. Hi, Sim Kitty. Oh, sweet boy. Another very good camouflage moment. Look at that sweet boy. Just grooming. This is Simba Savannah. He is by far my most favorite meds cat, but also my most difficult meds cat. He just cracks me up. He is such a cutie pie. Let me see if I can get a different angle here. Sorry, he's in the 2x4 wire, which is a much skinnier spot for me to be able to film through. Thank you so much, Lisa. Really appreciate the donation. I know, Carrie Ann, Simba had really started like creating this like persona of like being the troll on the bridge. And now he doesn't lay up there anymore. He's always like over here in these ferns. So we'll from here we'll try to walk over and see Breezy. She was the only other one in this section that we didn't get our eyes on. And then I'll head down towards Des, Alethia, and Diablo. And then we'll try to end with Kimba, because he was, maybe Max too, if Max is out. Max Tiger we just kind of saw just barely from a distance, so. He is such a cutie. The only issue is that he is always behind these ferns, so you almost can't like get good eyes on him anymore. He was straight up gone on Thursday. I was like, where is he? All right. Let's wander over and see what Breezy's up to. The reason I like to try to show you guys these cats because they're off the tour path. They're not on Explore or Nest cameras, and you definitely don't get as much FaceTime with them. There's also generally any of the cats that live on the interior area here are really, really shy. So I like to try to show you a large variety. It always kind of breaks my heart when I've seen people watch like a couple of our lives or have, you know, discovered our YouTube videos, and then one day I show a cat and they're like, I've never even heard of that cat. It's like, no, we want them all to equally be like known and sponsored and cared for, and so it's like a big deal for me that you guys know all of them. Oh, hi, sweet lady. You don't have to come out, baby. I don't have food. This is Miss Breezy. Are you purring? Hi, honey. Hi, honey. This is Miss Breezy. She is 24 years old. Oh, Grumbles. I know. I told you you didn't have to come over. I don't have snacks or nothing. Breezy Bobcat's 24. She's going to be 25, I believe, at the end of April or in April. What a sweet lady, though. Hi, baby. She will then be our second oldest cat on property, just behind Miss Mandy. You can go back in your den, honey. That looked cozy. Or to your ferns. I thought that's for sure where you were gonna be. Look at that little tail. Sweet old lady. If you times a cat's age by 6, that's roughly what they would be in human years. So you can see she moves a little bit slower. Her coat actually looks pretty awesome right now. She is one of the cats, luckily, that does allow us to use these retractable metal scratchers that have like a little hand, a little claw on the end, and we're able to brush them and groom them. Yeah, so we can keep all that matted fur under control, babe. Yeah. What a good girl. Yeah, what a good girl. Yeah, our oldest cats would be Amanda Tiger at 25. Breezy and Perfection are both 24, going on 25 this year. Running Bear will be 24. Miss Kali is a 20-year-old tiger. Nikita's a 20-year-old lion. We gonna get some water. I'm so happy I got to see you though, babe. Yeah. Very happy. Yeah, all of our original Bobcats came from Fur Farm Rescues. If you ever want to truly know the story of how Big Cat Rescue started, you can learn all about that. We've got a page on our website that tells you the whole story of the evolution of Big Cat Rescue. She's so darn cute. You're so darn cute. No. It's like, well, gotta do my perimeter check and then go back to sleep. She's showing you how she's got a bunch of different sections, all connected by those little doorways and tunnels. All right. Thank you so much, Willie, for the donation. Wow, you guys are really rocking it out. Sometimes when we have these really amazing donation days, it's like, oh, it's such a relief because there's so much like pressure and stress with us being closed to the public and not being able to do the tours. So that really makes me feel amazing. So thank you guys for stepping up for the cats like that. So if you're a little lost on what I keep referring to, this past Thursday, I had been gone for a couple of days, and then when I came back, I just wasn't ready to do lives yet. Had a bunch of stuff to do at my desk and stuff, so this past Thursday had been my first like walkabout in a while, and I just basically decided I wanted to see every single cat. So I just started walking, and here's Simba, and so now the cats that we're seeing today are the only ones that I didn't feature last Thursday. So there was very few left. Let's go find Des. We'll go into the small cats over here. Try to see Des, Nala, Alethia, and Diablo. And then we'll pop over and see Kimba and maybe Max Tiger. Sorry, this gate's a little tricky. Requires 2 hands and I only have 1, so. There we go, okay. Woo. All kinds of challenges on this Sunday morning. All right, let's find Desi. Oh, thank you, Cheryl, for the donation. Sorry if I have missed any of you that have donated and I wasn't able to call out your name because half the time I'm just trying to not trip or fall, or I'm trying to get doors closed, or I'm driving. Over here, it's a trip and fall situation. Like, you've got to pay attention to the roots, things like that. Anytime you're walking around the perimeter of a cat cage, you have got to be fully aware of where the cat is, and until you find the cat, you better be watching for the cat. I found the cat. Hi, Desi. That looks like a good spot. Look at him blending in. This is Des Serval laying in a pile of sticks. I see your tail moving. I see that tail moving. So this is Des Serval. He's about 16 years old. We just recently celebrated him having been here for, I think, 12 or 13 years now. He was recently seen by Dr. Justin, which is why he looks half like shaven down and half not. He was found just a couple years old as a very exhausted serval laying on the side of the road in Arizona. Mind you, these are African servals. That means they're native to Africa. They don't belong here in the US. And unfortunately, he was probably either someone's pet or he was being used as a breeder for the pet trade or the hybrid trade. And they, for some reason, amputated one of his legs, so he's only got one back leg. But he's never let it slow him down. We do have to watch him very, very carefully, though. He's got a ton of arthritis that formed in that back leg that he does have. You're being so nice today, Desi. Usually I get a roar, 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 roar for like, and then it turns into hisses. But this is a full belly Des right here. Full belly. Des was actually so healthy and in such good shape by the time that he did make it here. He had been rescued and nursed back to health, and then came here, and it was many, many years before we ever needed to sedate him for an exam. So when we were initially called in to rescue him and to give him a home for the rest of his life, we were told that he was a female. But we always had our reservations about that because he is huge. He is a very, very large serval when he is standing up. And so he he's a big boy, we discovered. So when we did finally sedate him, it was about 2 years ago now, for an exam to check that back leg because he was limping a little bit more than normal, developing a lot of arthritis, which is why his fur gets so matted. And so that was when we discovered that Desiree was a Desi. Isn't he so handsome? Oh, thank you, Debbie, for the donation. He is so handsome. Ellen, yes, always loud birds. Of every variety, too. We've got everything from teeny tiny little finches up to, you know, all the seabirds come in from time to time. I can hear seagulls right now. What a handsome man. Thank you so much, Steve, for the donation. So we've got a few more cats to lay eyes on. I saw Nala walking around in the background. Nala is Dez's neighbor. Nala's not a huge fan of me, but I sure love her. I see you, honey. You don't gotta hiss at me. You don't have to hiss at me, honey. I was just with you Thursday when you got treats, and that was a good thing. Yeah. My husband's assigned operant cat includes Nala. So he has Duchess and Jinx and Nala as his assigned cats. And so we buddy system when we go out to work with the big cats. And he was like, well, do you want to also like come along while I work with Nala? And I was like, sure, I'll grab some pictures of him working with her just so he has them for in the future. And she was a hot mess while I was here. He's like, she's always so perfect. And then she was like trying to climb the cage. And yep, Deb, actually the first thing to greet me this morning when I pulled in and was walking from my car to my office was my hawk, old Reggie. I call him Reginald. Haven't seen Stella in a little while, but a few weeks ago I saw them both at the same time and took some pictures. I keep meaning to do a little post about them, because I sure do feel like they really are kind of like my little spirit animals. So again, this is Nala. Nala Bean. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. You gonna play with your tail? Determined to make you my friend. Yeah, I've always told Nala she has a raccoon tail. I don't know why, just big fluffy raccoon tail. Diana, I was wondering if it wasn't some kind of like, she has a special relationship with Mark and then I show up too and she's like, she just had to act out. She's like trying to stick her head out, sticking her feet out. I'm like everything that they're not supposed to do during during an operant session. And I was like, okay, I saw nothing because I'm on the operant committee and I'm like, I've never heard anybody talk about her being that rowdy. And I'm like, oh boy. So I think it was all about me. But this is kind of awesome. I mean, usually she straight up has walked away by now. You getting that tail? You get that tail. Did you get it? I think you got it. She has to catch it and then groom it. Well, this has been a very nice little encounter with Nala, actually, because, like I said, usually she'll walk like the farthest away that she can. We're getting lots of good FaceTime with Des and Nala, actually. Haven't decided, but probably today I'm gonna try to, one of my New Year's goals, because I just lost track of so much time last year, is that I was gonna every single month take at least one day and spend an hour or so walking around and getting new photos of the cats. Thank you, Amanda. Really appreciate the donation. And I have, before I know it, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the 14th already? Like half this month's gone and I still haven't taken a single photo with my good camera. So always with the phone, but which is kind of crazy to me. I woke up this morning. Thanks, Nala. Appreciate it. And when I did realize what date it was, I was like, oh my gosh, today is Mark and I's 6-year anniversary of moving to Florida. Like literally on March 14th. Well, on the 13th, we loaded our U-Haul in 37 degrees in Ohio and unloaded here, and it was 74. So we drove straight through. He had the U-Haul pulling his car. I had my SUV with my cat and my dog. He had our other dog. Drove all the way through and got here as the sun rose. Hi, Diablo. Hi, handsome. So 6 years we've been Floridians now. When we came to Big Cat, because if you wanted to volunteer, you were required to have come here on a day tour so that you really knew what our mission was. So in April, we came on a tour, immediately applied to be volunteers. He's gonna show off his camouflage too, but didn't get to come to orientation and get started until June. So this June will be 6 years as a volunteer. So this is Diablo. He's a Savannah cat. Let me see if I can walk around the other side, get a better view, because he is definitely using his camouflage. Oh, Dee Dee, you're so smart. You're so smart. Hi, Bob. Just show them how smart you are. Cute little face. Look at that cute little face. Yeah. You're so smart. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, our only regret was that we didn't do it sooner. All right, well, I think Diablo here, and then Alethia next door. And then we'll head over and see Kimba, because I think that was it. If you watched my live on Thursday, then you know that today was all about trying to see every single cat that we had not been able to see on Thursday. And we've done it so far, except for Moses. He was definitely in good hiding. Of course, he might have actually been somewhere and I just missed him, like as you're seeing today. Once they've eaten breakfast, they're no longer just out and about where you can see them. Usually they're usually super tucked away somewhere see a couple different places that Alethia hangs out. So again, I'm not going to be seeing what you're saying because I am searching for a cat. There she is. Hi, Alethia. Hi, pretty. Hi, pretty lady. What you doing? Thought for sure you'd be somewhere directly in the sun. Big stretch. Let's see where she's thinking about going. Why don't you come lay down by your coolaroo? Super pretty in the sunlight. Yep, we're definitely honing in on nap time. She obviously smells or sees something interesting over there. Typical Serval eating grass. Oh, that looks like a cozy spot. See, this is the bath time now. Good bath time. A cat is a cat is a cat. Typically wild or domestic, they're going to love to eat and be real serious about it. Spend hours grooming and hours sleeping. I'm getting lots of good FaceTime with 3 servals that don't always entertain my presence. So I guess that's to make up for how horrible trying to get a Facebook Live going this morning was. I was like, seriously? Like, why didn't I just stay in bed? No. All right, so the last cat, he is on the move. Let's go see Kimba. Let's go in this gate. So now that Kimba is home, if you guys recall me telling you that when he was on vacation, what we're doing cleaning wise with Kimba and Manny is that we have to lock them out of the section where we're going to be cleaning. So, hi sweet boy. Hi Kimba. Thanks buddy. Thanks, handsome man. I know, it's a camera, it's not food. Oh, good boy. Thanks, handsome. Oh, we're so grumblies. So, to finish my story, when he was on vacation, we would close him into the roof section, and then we would clean the open air section, and then we would let him out of the roof section and shift him out and then close it and then clean the roof section. So he's always got to be out of the section that we're cleaning. So right now this tunnel door is down because Jen and Rebecca are over there cleaning his other side of his enclosure. Then they will open this door and he'll immediately go over there because that's his favorite side. Won't you, Bob? And then he'll go over on that tunnel, they'll reclose the door, and then they will clean this side of his enclosure. So he's on the prowl. Big cats roam hundreds of square miles and they're always very busy. They're searching for a mate, they're raising young, they're hunting, they're protecting their territory. And it's really no different in captivity other than the fact that we don't do any breeding, but we do have to keep them very busy. Yeah. Did you honk at me? That's awesome. Thanks, Bob. That's very nice of you. Got some chuffs and a honk from Kimba. That's great. It's very exciting. My favorite quality or trait on Kimba, I guess it's not a quality, but my favorite part of Kimba is normally the tigers have a black tip on their tail, but for some reason his is white. So I don't know if he was born that way or unfortunately that happens a lot. Maybe another tiger might have taken the tip of his tail at a young age or something. But yeah, the end of his tail is white, which I just think is fantastic. Such a cool trait that he has. His whole tail is actually pretty unique looking. Let's see, I think I see Max out. Since we didn't really get to see Max's face, we saw Max's tail on Thursday. We'll throw him in as a bonus. So something I want to mention is it's been a while since we've done kind of an outside of big cat fundraiser. We have an organization called float.org that approached us. Hi, sir. Hi, Bob. Very handsome man. This is Max. And so float.org has decided to create us a limited edition t-shirt, and they donate I think it's $8 from every shirt back to us, and it is only for 7 days, and this will be, I think we're doing March 22nd to the 29th, and so we have the ability to raise 1,000 or more. I guess another organization they've worked with in the past, they were actually able to donate $8,000 back to that organization. So float.org coming up very soon will have a limited edition t-shirt that they designed just for us so that they can help raise money for the cats. So I will eventually start teasing out and posting some example shirts. Handsome man on a mission. So keep that in mind. I know unfortunately a lot of times people are like, oh, can't it go longer than a week? I can't buy it until this week or whatever, but that's why I want to start telling you guys now that if you're interested, to maybe keep that in mind because it will only be available for that week. And of course, our competitive nature and how much we love these cats. I desperately want this to be a really, really good fundraiser for them. So the organization's a really cool one, and they do a lot of good. Float stands for the love of all things, which I think is amazing. And so they really help out a lot of different nonprofits, different organizations, and they approached us and I was like, yeah, let's do it. So that'll be very cool. But we'll have more information for you guys about that probably in my noon product posts on our main Facebook page. All right, bye, sweet boy. Oh, perfect. He's gonna like that. You're all right, sir. Rebecca's gonna give you the spot that you like the most back. You're fine. You're fine, bud. There you go. This way. All the way through, bub. There you go. All right, now they can clean the other side. That's his favorite side anyway, so that's why he's so grouchy. He's like, let me have my platform back. How dare you? He does like the showers. Yes, he does. Good. He probably needs it. Yeah, exactly. He needs it. Oh, well, good. Let's see. See if he appreciates that or not. He's like, nope, I'm going to walk to the furthest section. All right, everybody. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me again today. If you want to see basically every cat on property, you can go to dailybigcat.com and look for my walkabout from this past Thursday. Who do you see? Who is that? This is Max again. Is he coming back? So you can go to dailybigcat.com and you can watch my Q&A with Brittany walkabout from last Thursday and then rewatch this one, and you're gonna see pretty much every cat now besides, I think, maybe Moses. Who are you stalking? Who are you stalking? Max is very sweet. And thank you guys so much for all your donations today. That really makes such a huge difference. And we just can't thank you guys enough for all your support, especially during all these hard times. I don't think we're gonna see it. All right, everybody. Well, have a great day, and I will see you guys again soon.